Thanks, Layla. And let's shift gears now because we are just about love. And Brian Mushiri had a discussion with three young minds on what love really means to them as the youth and whether Valentine's is overrated. So here is today's episode of Your Voice.
Now then, the day is here. It's 14th February. Of course, it's 2022, but annually we celebrate the day, Valentine's Day. However, did you know that if you go online and check its origin, it's still very, very vague? And what's the point of view of young people as far as Valentine's is concerned? Today, I'm joined by three amazing young personalities in the country just to talk about Valentine's Day. Right next to me, Helen. And next to her is Regina and Cairo Karega. Hi guys, karibuni.
Hi.
Do you people believe in Valentine's Day? Helen?
I don't think it's really a big day for me personally.
Yeah.
I think it's just any other day because I feel like love should be celebrated all year.
I think that's really the argument that everyone has. Regina, do you think Valentine's Day is just the day that you actually show love, or what's your take on Valentine's Day really?
Yes, for me it's a yes.
It's a big day that should be celebrated.
You should celebrate your love, your lover, show some love to maybe family, friends.
Cairo, Regina says it's that day that you need to go big as far as love is concerned.
Yeah, I'm a person who believes in going big or go home. Go big, go home. Like, if you love somebody and you have a special day to show them, of course you show them love all year round.
Yeah.
But don't let Valentine pass and you're eating githeri for supper.
Budget,
Take her out.
budget, Cairo. I mean, before we went on air, Helen was very loud on ulijua Valentine's inakuja. Kwa nini hauna pesa hata angalau ya kadi? Helen, what do you think?
I think personally, Valentine's should really not pressure people, you know? Like, you should show your person love every day. So when Valentine's comes, it's really not a big deal. So if you don't have money, it shouldn't have pressure on you, you know? So I don't understand really what Cairo says that imbono ulijua Valentine's, you know, itakuja na unapita akule githeri, you know? Like, even though you eat githeri, you're eating githeri with love. It's githeri with love.
Cairo, you seem to have something to say about that.
Hakuna mambo ya githeri with love.
Hata mimi hapo nimekataa.
Hakuna
What is githeri with love? You know it's once in a year.
Exactly.
You know you're supposed to surprise me. I'm supposed to surprise you. Why should we eat githeri and we've been eating githeri all along?
Someone may argue hizo ni expectations unnecessary. What do you think, Regina?
They're not unexpected. They're not
Expectations
that should not be. Actually, they should be there. Why should you let your lover just spend that day just like any other day?
Why is this such a big deal, you know? Like, you've been with this person the whole year. What is it that you're going to do special on this day that you haven't done in 364 days?
Of
you
the
know,
year.
Like, what if that day comes and you're not in a good situation? So what happens?
Come on, tuna budget,
What
Cairo.
happens?
Even if you come on a budget, at least your githeri eka something extra, you know, serve it with something nice.
But there's love.
Like, show some thought in it. Like, don't let the day pass as if it's any other day, because it only happens once a year.
Why don't you sacrifice this one day and show her how much you love her? Why?
Why not wait for Valentine's to be on a Saturday or Sunday when I won't be working? I mean, it's Monday today.
Hey, men.
Valentine's mwache kutupea socks. Go
Socks.
big also.
Na
Go
belt.
big.
Yes,
na
na
belts,
belt.
na watch.
Apo.
Go big.
Yes, Cairo, because you mentioned that, I think you're speaking on behalf of the men. A lot
Yeah.
of men, when your comments conference, wanasema, shida ile kubwa imetokea kwa sababu Valentine's zote, mtu anapewa socks, na
Exactly.
belt, na wallet, na tie. Sasa kama mimi mtu wa TV na niko na tie 200, mtu wangu bado anipee tie. Wanataka aje? Cairo, what do you think?
I think ladies should also invest more in the gifting, get to know what we like, you know.
Yeah.
You can't be buying socks on a daily basis, on my birthday, on Christmas, on New Year's. Socks,
Helen,
is a 50 bob.
The best gift to give a lady maybe on Valentine's Day?
There is no best gift on Valentine's. The best gift is, what does your person like?
I take it in this perspective. You can check or know whatever your lover likes or wants to do, then accompany it with flowers, chocolate, body spray, and even a teddy bear. You
No,
should.
what
Don't
we
you
are
think
saying-
Valentine's is actually overrated?
It
guys.
is.
It's not
is.
overrated.
It is not. It is not.
Trust me, so many
It's
people are
not.
going to be disappointed today.
Because they didn't communicate that they want
a lot of
something,
people.
and,
True,
and they're
because
not
they had
intentional with their gifting.
and they don't. They just pretend they love each other. They don't love each other,
Oh,
and that's
so-
a fact.
So what if I love you and I'm not in a position to do that
Today.
that day?
Yes.
You know?
But you have plans.
But you have plans.
Not necessarily today as the 14th, but you have plans.
I'd like to bring in another point of view that we were discussing with Regina earlier on before
Yes.
we went on air, and she was saying that if you're single, maybe you can celebrate your family or something.
Yeah.
I thought Valentine's is for lovers.
No, not necessarily. Your
Really?
you also love your mom. You
But
also
there's
love.
Mother's Day for that. Don't you tell your
There's
mom you
Mother's
love
Day.
her?
You can
But
celebrate it with
still,
orphans,
but yeah,
with
you can
street
take something.
kids,
Those children,
with your best friend,
those
like
children
show
that are
love to
orphans.
people.
Okay, guys, I need to get to a point where I'm closing this session because it has gone on really, really long. I'll give each one of you maybe a minute or 30 seconds to just give your final remarks, maybe starting with Helen right next to me, and then we'll have Cairo and then Regina.
I personally think Valentine's shouldn't really be a big deal. What matters is, have you been showing your person love all year round? So that day, if you're not able to do much, I think just telling that person you love them and acknowledging that day is important.
Valentine's is a big deal. Same way your birthday is a big deal. Same way Christmas is a big deal. But of course, you're not pressuring people to go very big, even if I'm a very, very go big or go home person. But as long as it is thoughtful, it is from the heart, even if it is just a card, but you have taken time and sat down and written that card for Valentine's, it matters.
Even the orphans, they need to feel loved. So Valentine, if you don't have a lover, or maybe you and your lover, if you're dating, you can also go an extra mile, spread some love to the children at the children's home, and at the same time, remember to treat your lover. It's Valentine, it's all about love. Don't forget about her, don't forget about him.
Thank you very much, guys. That's the conversation right here today. The Valentine's Day is here. Where's your lover? Good morning. I'm Brian Mushiri. That's your voice.
All right. Thank you very much, Brian. And of course, hey, expectations, gideri with love, socks. Yeah, I mean, come on. Okay, so it's all about love today. And of course, we're celebrating love in a special, special way because our panel today, you will love them, okay? And what we're asking you today is, especially when it comes to like 21st century, so the question that we're asking you is, what does love mean in the 21st century? Once again, what does love mean in the 21st century? Keep tweeting at NTV Kenya, at Lubembe_Winnie. And remember, the hashtag is your world. And remember, the question is, what does love mean in the 21st century? All right, and of course, I've seen a number of your tweets, pretty hilarious, but of course, we'll be looking at them in a moment as we continue with the show. And remember, like I said, today we just want to do it special because, again, it's Valentine's Day. It's all about love, and we want you to celebrate your personal person or that special person in your life, and we want you to celebrate them in a very special way. So what you can do is, again, give us a call and express your love to the person, or alternatively, send us their number if you want us to surprise them, and we'll call them and we'll share your message with them. So start tweeting or, send in the contact, and of course, we'll be able to call them and just tell them how much you love them, all right? But of course, let's just start with the discussion all about love today. And of course, like I said, the panel today, you will absolutely love them. And to start us off, we have Peter Mweu and Melody Mweu, who have been married for guess how many years? Yeah, over what, 30 years? It's 30 years. 30 years this year.
This September.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, and some of you single. I enjoy. It's so good to have both of you in studio today. What time did you have to wake up?
At 4.
It's because of love, right?
Yeah.
It's all about love. And thank you very much for coming by today. I'm really, really curious to understand, because right now, a lot of people are saying, marriage is overrated. Marriage, hakuna kitu kama hiyo. We just get married because of convenience, and that's it. So 30 years this year.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is such a long time. And how do you manage to keep the fire burning? That is what I'm curious to know. Okay, so we'll find that out in just a moment. And also to help us with the discussion is Victor Lumbete Salamba, who is a marriage counselor. It's so good to see you. after I don't know how many years. Welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here.
And I'm pretty sure you also woke up pretty early, you know, more than you're used to. More
Kind
or
of.
less, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for joining us, Victor. Like, Connie is the missus, but again, she's away on assignments, like you said earlier on. So thank you very much. Now, and we also have the couple that you know most. If you are very active, if you're very active on social media, that is YouTube, TikTok, and all those good things, yeah? You know them, all right? And that is Layla and Bavaka, who are currently dating. So you will see them in just a moment. Yes, there they are. And it's so good to have both of you, first of all, in studio. You all look lovely today. Yani ni Valentine's, eh? Everybody have a picture in style. And I love that. And for Layla and Bavaka, yani nyinyi sijui kijana so she, right? I want to understand what that means. And then mkapata sijui high school, but you also mean nakula pilipili. Like how pilipili, I stalked them. But before we start with the discussion, Victor, I just want to understand from you. You know, when you talk about love, right? It's a term that we sometimes use loosely, if I can say that, without really understanding the depth of the term love in itself. So can we just start from there? When I say I love you and you love me, what exactly does the term mean?
That's one of the most broad questions anyone can ever ask you.
Okay.
Because you can really find one definition.
About
Because,
it, yeah.
because it differs from one person to the next person. What I like going to is a very simple thing, that love is a verb.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a doing word, you know, and it has a lot of doing more than it has saying. You know, and so because of how we are wired, we are very, you know, there are things that I can do to my wife that if I did to someone else, they'd
They'll be
think
like,
that it's absolutely madness, you know.
true.
So it's very different from one person to the next. And also, more often than not, I tell people also, it just can be a case of bad hormones. So it depends.
What do you mean? What do you mean bad hormones?
Yes, no to joto, baridi, and you think that it's love. So
Do you think that is where majority of the people are at? Just bad hormones of a scare joto at some point?
yeah. Because you know, the price to pay for like they've been for 30 years
Yes.
is a very huge price.
It is.
You know, and many people don't know how to pay that price because they had a bad stomach problem and they thought that was love. So and they went on with it.
I love the way we've started, and I love what you said. That let's just start with the basics. First of all, it is a verb. It is a doing word. So all the people watching us out there, it is a doing word. It's not like a saying, like me, I love you, and then that's it. We need to see actions, okay? And like Victor said, it varies from couple to couple, from person to person. And I'm happy that today we have two couples, like different in terms of the years they've been together. Others are still dating. Others, we are yet to find out. We are yet to find out. And of course, we have Peter and Melody Moyo, who've been married for over 30. I mean, no, it will be 30 years today. This year, it will be September.
Yes.
So happy anniversary in advance, way in advance, way in advance. But let's just start. When did you guys meet? And how was it? Was it like a case of tumbo joto, like Victor says? Or what was it? How was it? I want to start with you, Melody.
We met in 91, and we met at a Christian camp, a retreat. We are born again, so we come from a place of faith. And I had reached a place where I'd stopped, you know, you date and then you reach a certain age. I was 26 then, and I realized, you know, I really feel I need to be in a space where now I have a commitment and yeah, I'm tired of just dating. It has to go somewhere.
True.
Yeah, so I went for, and I just gotten saved. And I really felt I really was seeking God at that time and wanting what, the right person from God's perspective, not just my own.
Yeah.
So I went for this retreat, but you know, it was a very interesting thing because I lived in Mombasa at that time.
All right.
And we were supposed to be going for this retreat in Kanamai. It was a popular retreat at that time. But for some reason, it was closed because too many people were already going there. So the pastor in our church said, for a friend of mine and I, why don't you go to Diani? There's another one. Okay. And this one was young professionals, yeah? And so we ended up there.
Yeah.
And he and his friend were coming from Nairobi. I didn't know him.
Yeah.
I lived in Mombasa. He was in Nairobi.
So you had never met?
No, we'd never
George?
met. We had never met.
Okay.
And then coincidentally, he was also supposed to be going to Kanamai with his friend. But then they were in a ministry. It was called Crisis Pregnancy Ministry.
Yeah.
And they ended up being speakers in this young professionals retreat in Kanamai. That's how we met.
Okay.
So the first time I saw him speak, you know, those butterflies he was talking about, I was like, oh!
You felt them?
Yes, I really felt them.
Yeah.
But inside I was praying and telling God, Lord, I am done with just casual relationships.
Yeah, yeah.
This has to be real. So that, in a nutshell, that's how we met.
That is,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
you see, like
Very
listening to you
romantic,
speak.
eh?
Exactly. And
Yes,
it's like it
yes,
was
yes.
destined to
Yes,
be.
yes.
Because you were supposed to go somewhere else.
Both of us.
Right?
Yes, and then
But-
we ended up in something
Yes.
better and more conducive.
Right.
Because this was for young professionals at
Yes.
that time.
Yes.
So what was the topic? It was about dating and marriage. So it was perfect for that.
That
It was
is
about
so awesome.
how do you date as Christians, you know?
Yes.
Yes.
Because some of us, like me, I was coming from a very I was a wild person.
Yeah.
And then I became Christian, and my wife is supposed to be a church, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just did not know. Was clueless about how to go about this.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted something that is alive, like he's talking about and doing.
Yeah.
You know? So when I met her, I think I loved my peace. She was this alive person, real, and some things she did led me to think, jackpot.
This is the
one.
one.
Yeah.
I am nosy. I am always nosy. You know, I just want to know. So
Yes.
because when she saw you, she got those butterflies, right? She was
Yes,
like,
yes.
But you, when you saw her, what was your initial reaction, and what was the first thing that came to your mind?
We were swimming. You know, we met in Diani Beach,
Yeah.
and this retreat was happening at Diani Beach. Diani Beach had a lousy beach, so we needed to go to Golden Beach to swim, and so it was ferrying these teams back and forth.
Yeah.
So in one of those swimming sessions, we were coming back to our transport, and then this lady joins me as we were walking. Me, I was busy swimming with that
No, it was
lady,
you
and
who
we were-
joined me.
So I
We were actually walking, a group of ladies,
Yeah.
and he came from behind. And then I looked behind and I saw him coming, and I was telling God, no,
Not now. I am not ready.
Unless this is really something.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, then he actually started walking alongside me.
Yeah.
That's how we met. And
Okay.
we started talking.
So I saw this lady, she is beautiful and tiny in a very nice way.
Yeah.
And her eyes and her mouth, I was just, really captivated.
Yeah.
But when we went into the transport, so we sat down together, because now I wanted to engage her and find out. So what about this lady? you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the vibing was there.
Yes.
It was real.
Yeah.
So we sat together, and she was like, Peter, you cannot, I don't even think she knew my name, but she was like, you can't sit when ladies are
Standing.
I like that.
So, but you need to know that retreat was geared for young professionals to mingle.
Yeah.
So people were setting themselves up to actually meet a
Yeah.
potential, partner.
Partner. Yeah.
So when she told me, hey, there are ladies standing, you
Yeah.
cannot be sitting when they are, I thought very gracious, very kind, a gracious person,
Yeah.
a big person inside.
Yeah.
So I think that was attractive to me. So I told her, you need to look after me, look for me later on.
Imagine we are coming out of the bus and he tells me, look for me. I said, no, you look for me.
I like that. You look for me. A lady who knows her space. I like that. Okay, but let's talk to the Bavakas, as they call themselves on YouTube. Okay, where did you guys meet? Because we, when I talked to you, though, someone will call Jita Kijana Soshi, and then and Layla was like, no. Us, we called another guy, and then Wokaji later. Layla, what happened? First of all, Bavaka, just tell us Kijana Soshi. What is that? Because you were very strong about it. Me and
Meaning of
Kijana
soshi, the
Soshi.
word soshi,
Yeah.
it's like somebody who's known. Venye anavaa, venye anakaa. Yeah, that's all it.
Yeah, wewe uko umejiamini.
Yeah, alikuwa
hivyo, eh.
amejiaminia
Wewe
by the
uko
way
kijana
sana.
Soshi. Alafu
Alikuwa
msichana
anajulikana
kaa
by the
kunotice.
of which it's true, alikataa, but it's true. Nilikuwa soshi.
All right, Layla, how did that happen? Like, you guys met for school bus. Yeah.
That's true. I was used to seeing him in school, maybe the drama festivals, music festivals that is. So each time we went for music festival, he was always there. And our school and their school, the girls in our school and the boys in their school, we were friends. Like literally, they were known as our boys' school, our brother school. Yeah, that is what they call. So I was used to seeing him each time we go, and I've never spoken to him, but he was trying to make moves, but I was not into anything. Yeah, I was not into anything at that time. Yeah. So this one time, they were only two of them proceeded to regionals, and for our school, we all proceeded. So they couldn't go with their bus because they were only two people. Yeah. So they had to get in our bus. Our principal and their principal were friends. Yeah. They had to get in our bus so that we could take them back to their school. And that is what that is when he was called. We were you know, the ile nini ya madem umeona machali, and you were so excited. The butterflies, you know. The flies all over the place. We were so excited, and I say, I know one guy, and all the girls are like, call them back, call. And I'm like, okay, I don't know him, but I know the other guy. Okay, the other guy used to know him like really well. So we called the other guy, and after the other guy came, after some time, he called him. So when he called him,
so Bavaka jileta. Okay. He's still like apana.
Mimi lazima tu niende. So he came, and funny enough, I saved my seat for him. Okay, I don't know what happened, but
interesting.
I just had to save my seat for him. So he sat where I was, and we started vibing all the way to school. And when they came out of the bus to their school, he didn't ask for my number. That was what amazed me. He was.
I will be pissed. I saved my seat for you, and then you don't even ask for my number.
Imagine. Okay, I must say I was friend zoned. Okay, so he didn't ask. Yeah, he didn't ask for anything. We were still friends though. But after school, that is when now he came officially. Asking me to be his girlfriend and all that. And because we've been before he asked me, we had been vibing for a while. No, kaanza kurusha mistari hizo vitu.
Wanna play hard to get.
Sana, play hard to get sana.
So how long? First of all, why did you ask for her number?
Okay, I was shy. Even though I was so she, but I was very shy. You see, there were many girls on that bus. So facing one, it was very hard for me. So I took time. Paka nikapata namba yake.
So how long did it take upon you guys meeting for school bus until you asked for her number and you asked her to be your girlfriend?
Only, I asked her number for maybe, was it 2 months? Later, 2 months later. And then after that, kuingia box yangu, alichukua almost 6 months kukubali, like I'm officially yours. It take time, Sarah.
So how long have you been dating?
No, it's almost 3 years.
3 years now.
Actually 3 years.
Okay. Are you guys living together?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about that in
so you see the difference is 30 and 3.
Right? There's literally something going on here. And Victor, I want to bring you in at this moment, because listening to their love story and listening to their love story is like there's some sort of like destiny, like it was meant to be. And right now, a lot of people are really struggling to find love. It has become difficult. A lot of people are like, me and Alicia give up a long time ago, right? I mean, are there like tilts? Like, how do you know that, for example, the person that you meet might be the one, or is there a specific time or a specific place that you can meet a person who might end up being the love of your life?
There's no specific place. I think if there's a specific place,
everybody would have met.
So I don't think there's a specific place. But something which is interesting in both of their stories, which I think is important for guys to get, is that when he saw her, he knew that that is it, you know. Then also, he also knew that this is the one that I want. Yes, he was a bit shy, but he went for it. The problem that we have now is that we are forgetting a very critical part of this whole math. And I'll speak from a man's point of view. If a man wants any woman, he stops at nothing.
Right.
Yeah. If he sees a woman, a man looks at a woman and knows, this one, I want to marry this one. This one I want for a good time. This one I want to run. Now the problem is that now, with all that confusion, ladies make a very huge let me call it a slight mistake. Let me not say huge. She thinks that the guy is slow.
Oh.
So what she ends up doing is that she ends up hooking up with a guy who at the back of his mind never saw a wife in her. He saw a girlfriend, or he saw someone just to have fun with. So now we have many people who are married to a man who's still shopping.
Yes.
Yes.
That is just so sad. So then how do you know? Because again, me as a lady, right? I see this man and I know that this is the one I want to settle down with. But then he's me, he's like, who you need girlfriend, about who you need, I just want to have a good time, and then that's it. So then how do you know?
You see, it's good to know because that man will say.
Oh, will
Any
they?
man wants, he will. That madness that people are saying that, oh, some men, you have to help them.
Yeah.
If you're helping him to propose to you, then you're potentially you're marrying the wrong person. Absolutely, the person is still on the move, they're still shopping, that is still your marriage. What? You see, her, she was why she said, what? You look for me. But him, when he saw her, he knew this one, I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
You know? Him, he knew I'm going to go for it. You know, when I saw my wife, I knew I'm going to go for it. You know, I'm going to push. It is our business now to convince her that she's thinking, okay, fine. I think, okay, I saw something that I liked, and he has made that move. That brings us a bit to a place of some parity, you know.
Yeah.
But if at all you are there and you're thinking that, okay, I think this is the guy for me, this is the guy that I want to get married to, and he's busy not being that interested, ni vizuri tu uanze kujipanga.
Okay. But I mean, again, fine. So you see this person and you automatically know that this is the person for you, right? Yeah. Because right now, what I've seen, and even there was a clip I was watching yesterday where this guy is like, listen, me, I'm very upfront. If I see a lady that I like, I will sit and that at Napita corners and do all those things. I'll be like, this is who I am. These are my intentions. I want to settle down. I want to marry you. I want to start a family. I want to do this. I want to do that. But then he was saying that most of the ladies actually freaked out. They were like, no, this is why are you laying all your cards on the table just like that? And we just met, we are on our first date. So then where do you draw the line in terms of, yes, I've seen you, I like you, I want to settle down with you, but I also need to take things a little bit slow.
You see, we have to be also very clear that there's free will.
True.
You know, by virtue that I am into someone, I must be very, very conscious of the fact that they might not be that into me.
True.
The problem that we hold ourselves in very, very high value. That I think because I like you, then automatically, yes, you have to like me. You know, that is a privilege I've given you of liking you. So your automatic response is to like me back. You know, and it doesn't work that way. You know,
it doesn't.
Yeah, and also is the issue about who has that you know, the capacity for you, and also as a man I have to be very keen also. So maybe he's coming on too strong. He's throwing very many things very, very fast. And now this lady's like, hey, by the way, this guy, what he's asking for, he's looking for someone who doesn't exist in this realm. You know? For example, who have got very high targets. I want a woman who will do this, I want a man who will do this. Hey, okay, this is what you're asking for. I just can't sign up for. You know? And also, again, if he pushes and she's not in the headspace for being his wife, then what happens? He's still marrying a woman who is still shopping.
Very, very true. So then, so okay, fine. State your intention, but also be mindful with the fact that this person might not be in the right headspace as you are.
You have to allow the courtship to flow.
But people don't court nowadays. It's like a hookup culture. As we meet, the following day we are married.
Yes,
you know?
That's why I've got very many clients, by the way.
Okay.
It's because of that very reason.
Okay, all right, okay. Now, Melody.
Yes.
So, he tells you to find him, but you're like, it is you to find me.
Yes.
And then what happened? Did he find you?
He did.
Okay.
You know how in retreats and places like you have breakouts, you have sessions and that kind of thing. So at some point we had a session. We were watching a movie that evening, and I think there was a girl who was interested in him. So she had bought him a drink, and she came carrying the drink. And then he actually was looking for me, and when he found me, she came with a drink, and she realized we were already together and we were seated together. Okay. So that now it continued from there.
What did she do?
Well, she backed off. What could she do? I mean, we were already sitting together.
Yeah.
And I think we met once.
We met. Let
more
me say
recently,
really
a few
that
years
movie,
ago.
I did not quite see it.
Yes, we ended up talking.
What I was seeing is this.
Yes.
And then I became very interested in now engaging her, talking with her. So we had several meetings at the beach, and it was very romantic.
I like how you're saying it. We had several meetings.
Yes.
Like us, we had like several.
I was beginning to think now this is zero grazing.
Yes.
That needs to happen. I
Yeah.
need to get to know her better.
Yeah.
So we talked.
Yeah.
And like he's saying, a man needs to know what it is they want. Otherwise, they'll lead several girls on and disappoint
Yes.
a lot and hurt a lot of women.
True.
And I don't think that is really fair. But it is in this talking. It took a short time, yes, but I had been praying for 6 years. I realized I need a particular kind of woman. I wasn't going to be in the bars I was frequenting.
Yeah.
So I needed to find out, is she going to be a good mother to my children? Am I going to be happy walking, with her in the noon hour in any street in Nairobi? Am I going to be happy to take her home? And then in these sessions of talking, I found out this is the woman that I want. Really, this is the woman I want to settle with.
Yeah.
So from that, it was a process,
Okay.
of getting to know one another, dating, courting, and that takes time.
Yeah. How long did it take, Melody?
Not a very long time, because
Alright.
I think like what Victor said, we knew it. I don't know, something inside us. It wasn't just the chemistry.
If you know, you know.
You just know, you know. It wasn't the chemistry,
Yeah.
and it wasn't there was the thing of, it's a romantic place. I mean, Diani is very beautiful.
It is.
It's set up for us as young people at that time. So there was all that, and I think that was at the back of our minds. So at some point, I remember feeling, this is going so fast. I feel I need to put brakes, because it was just a span of, is it 3 days, 3 or 4 days? When
Not
you're
even
just
a month.
yeah,
Just
it was
thinking it's
like this. No, the feeling of excitement and realizing this is the person was, I think we were walking on clouds, literally.
Yeah.
But we were really trying to ground it.
Yes.
Yeah.
By spending,
That's
and
a
Not
good way
get
to say
lost
it.
into
exactly
all those
into the
fields.
atmosphere, into
Okay.
the
All right.
ambience of the place.
How about we take a break? Because
Yes.
I am just like, I want to hear more. And then what happened? And then for the Bavakas again, I'm like, okay, Sawa, you were trying to ask her out, but eventually you did. And then what happened? I am nosy like that. I'm sorry, guys. But let's take that break. But of course, when we come back, we'll come back with your feedback. We've seen a lot of what you have to say as far as Valentine's Day is concerned. So stay with us. We'll see you after this short break. And of course, we'll be reading your feedback as well. Love. And it's one thing as human beings, we're social beings and we love to be loved and to give love, in return. But in that spirit of celebrating, we have someone that we need to surprise this morning, and her name is Eva. Good morning, Eva. All right. Okay. So first of all, before we talk to Eva, let's take a look at what you had to say as far as the question that we asked you today, and that is, what does love mean in the 21st century? Let's hear what you had to say. And Dan Omara says, in the past things were used and people were loved, but these days they love things and use people. It's like the reverse. Okay. And then Matthews Ondoro says, love was a very strong word to use during those past years or century. But today, no one values it, as it has lost its meaning. This generation talk of it as money for relationships. You have money and you get. You don't have money, you don't get. Halala. Okay. And then someone else says, this is Aiden Adams, says, in 21st century, love is a technique of barter trade used to express peculiar feelings and anxiety in an individual's body in exchange of money and gifts. Moreover, it is a recipe of domestic violence, and when the customers realize they are being served by one supplier or vice versa. Interesting conversation, all right? Carol Chepsiror says, loving yourself first, extending to immediate family and friends, and considering vulnerable ones in society, sharing whatever you have with them, okay? And then someone else says, this is Elvis Salano, says, affording the lady is now being confused to love. In short, love no longer exists. Men believe giving and spending more on a woman is love, and women think that being given money and treated more is love. Okay, all right. And then someone else says, Philip Shisia says, love means money. Money again and more money. Hi, yeah. It's like money is like a common denominator, you know, as far as love is concerned. And of course, Victor, you'll tell us about this in just a moment. But right about now, let's speak to Eva. Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you very much. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine.
All right. Now, Eva, so you know today's Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
So we have a special message from your special person, and his name is Shadrach. And he says that he loves you and appreciates you the most.
Thank you.
What do you have to say to Shadrach?
I love him so much.
I'm just curious and nosy as well. How long have you been together? Are you married? Are you dating?
We are married.
Oh, wow. How long have you guys been married?
2 years.
3 years. Okay, that's amazing. So happy Valentine's, Eva. And okay. My director is like, hi, Yakoni babe, you go up. Why are you blushing? Why are you shying this morning? Ako. Ayuko. Okay, so whatever he is, he just wanted to tell you that he loves you very much and he appreciates you.
Asante sana. Nampenda pia.
All right. Thank you very much, Even. I hope that wherever Shadrach is, he's watching and he's got your message. So keep calling and giving us the number of that special person, and of course, we'll surprise them this morning because it's all about love. It's Valentine's Day, okay? So it's all about love. And of course, we'll also be taking a look at more of your feedback as we continue with the show. But Victor, again, given the it is all about money. Hakuna love. Like people are like, this century, love ilisha, ilienda na uko. Now it's all about money. If you have money, you will get love. If you don't, then that's it. What do you have to say to that?
You know, truthfully speaking, we cannot eliminate the importance of finances.
True.
Yeah, if we just can be honest. Yeah. But now, the issue now is also the threshold of life has gone a bit higher. And the threshold of life going a bit higher, people are assuming now that the bare minimum that I need to meet is to have some form of resources.
Money. Yeah.
But in truth is that I think that it's the vision that we are lacking, it's direction that we are lacking. We cannot eliminate that. And you find mainly it's men who complain about this. Men are down to saying that women just want money, women just want money.
True.
Yeah, you know, and many times the men who say that about that are the men who are struggling to get money.
Yeah.
So, you know, and so it's quick for a man to assume that this lady doesn't want to be with me because I don't have money. But the truth is that no, actually, it's the absence of more. There has to be more that you're bringing, more than money, because men are not defined by money. You know, yes, money is an important part of that mathematics, but you're not defined by it. You know, and I think you've known me for a long time. You know, when I began dating my wife and getting married, I was flat broke. She'll tell you what I had was a plan.
I've got a vision.
Yeah, that's all I had. I had a plan, you know. And the truth of the matter is that I was able to follow through on that plan. And that plan kept that now when we look back, we have a story based on that plan. So I think that it is too general to say that now love is money. No, I think that if you have a plan, there's always a woman who's willing to listen to that plan. Yes, there's a woman who's willing to listen to that plan. But if you're planless and you want her just to come and say you're broke and I love you in your brokenness,
it's fine.
and it's okay,
I
being
will
broke,
take
you're fine. Go look for those women in Jupiter. They're not here.
I love that reality check. What after pesa? Stop complaining. Because it is important. It really is important. I mean, for example, if you want to take that girl out on a date, you will need money, you know? So again, after to pesa, like gentlemen, even remember, after ni pesa, stop complaining. Okay, so Layla and Bavaka. 3 years later, right? Alikuwa anakusumbua kabla ingie box, but finally, aliingia box, right? You guys have moved in together. When did you realize that, listen, you know what, we love each other so much, and I do not want to be away from you, so how about we're moving together? Whose decision was that, first of all?
I guess it was mine. Actually, it was mine. Because, you see, we are doing YouTube couple goals, and it's like that's the business we normally do, you see. So every time ningetaka kumove kutoka one place to another, I find it so hard for me because nitakuja late, maybe jam imenipata, nimepata stress, maybe pali nimetoka. But then I decided, let me just work so hard that nitakaa naye pamoja, nikiamka hivi like, guy uko hapa na mimi, thank God. No, so ikabidi ningangani nipate somehow nikae naye close.
True.
Yeah.
True. Okay. Layla, how did your parents first of all feel? Vile walisikia, hey, so me and Bavaka, we love each other so much. We want to move in together.
Okay, I must say it was a journey. It was a journey.
Yeah.
But coming to explain to my parents, I want to do YouTube. We are doing it with this guy and all that. And you know, my parents, they are strict. Yes, I can say that for sure. They are strict, but they'll do anything to support my dreams.
All right.
So. And having my sister around also made it easy for me because she understood me. She knew that YouTube takes a lot of time. Maybe when he comes from the time, maybe before we started staying together, he could move from far and come. Maybe the vlog we have done has not worked out. Maybe we need to do it again. There is no time. He has to go home.
Yeah.
So it was tiring. And first of all, I spoke to my sister, and she was
your older sister?
Yeah, my older sister.
All right.
She was very, very supportive. She understood, and she made it very easy for me to go speak to my parents about it.
I'm curious to
all along, her sister's always been supportive.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Special shout out to her.
Yeah.
Okay. But you went and spoke to your parents.
Yeah.
What did they say? Me, I'm just curious. Like the first thing.
The reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, my mom.
Had you introduced him first of all to them?
Yeah.
Oh, so they knew him.
They knew him.
Okay.
Because all in all, I knew that one day they would come to know about it, because social media, you don't know. Maybe kesho.
I mean, parents was yeah, everybody's on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Maybe kesho atapatana na mama.com amwambia, nimeona mtoto wako mahali, na hujamwambia.
Yeah.
So I really had to speak. So when I told her, she was like, Ati? Unasema nini? And she was so concerned, by the way. She was like, uko sure huyu kijana nakupenda? Sitaki mambo ya kesho umerudi hapo umeniambia sijui amekuacha. So you see, she was so concerned, but all in all, she spoke to my sister. My sister convinced her and everything, and she was okay. It wasn't like a very big process. Yeah, she understood, but she was doubtful at first. Yeah, it was easy. It was not hard.
Okay. All right. Now, before we continue with your story, and also still speak to Peter, we have Maureen on the line. Good morning, Maureen. Hello, Maureen. Hi. Maureen, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you feeling, like the Valentine's spirits?
Oh, Valentine's. Yeah, I'm feeling so good about it, and I'm happy about it because it's a day you're celebrating love.
Okay. All right. Now, we have a special someone who wants to make this day even more special. All right?
What?
We have someone on the line who wants, to make your day even more special. Are you ready for this person?
Yeah, I'm ready for him.
All right. Jared?
Yes, hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, babe, it's me, Jared here, your husband. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, good. No, you're not serious.
To be sweet, serious.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a wonderful morning. The Lord has given us life. And it's a Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Pass a message of love to you.
Okay, thank you.
For me, that has been 3 years and counting. I'm going to show you some more love and care and protection into our family.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
Love you so much, babe. Feel appreciated, feel loved always. Whenever there's something, let me know.
Okay, thank you. I love you too.
I'm coming home this evening with a gift. I'm going to wait first.
Oh, also my gift is there. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, NTV, for making it happen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You're doing a good job. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jack. Oh, I want to cry. I want to cry. Oh, my goodness. You guys, you wanted to mess up my makeup, but happy Valentine's to you both. That is Jared and Maureen. Happy Valentine's Day to you, and we hope that this day, again, brings more joy and love and laughter to both of you. And, of course, this is a special message from your world to you both. Happy Valentine's Day. And I want to cry. Like, my makeup today, whoo, it's like, whoo-wee. Okay, all right, but again, let's talk to Peter and Melody, right? So, again, it took like a span of days, feeling the butterflies and all those things. But when did you guys decide to make it official that I want you to be my boyfriend and I want you to be my girlfriend? When did you guys make it official?
Okay.
Yeah.
In May of '91,
yeah,
I took her home.
No, but before that, on that weekend,
okay,
do you remember when you were coming back to Nairobi? Because I was in Mombasa.
Yeah.
And he asked me, no, I asked him a question because I really, like I said, I really wanted to understand, is this guy serious or not?
Yeah.
And
what
then,
are we doing?
Yes. And then my natural makeup was that having grown up in Mombasa for many, many years, we had the feeling as girls that Nairobi guys are very fast.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That was our...
They are.
Perception. And so I was thinking, okay, this guy's from Nairobi. I don't know whether he's got a girlfriend there. I mean, I don't know anything about him.
Yes.
Yeah. So I asked him on the last night, is it okay if, you know, as we were talking, is it okay if I see other people and you see other people? I was fishing, just trying to understand his mind. And
my response was absolutely not.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, I just could not fathom any other dude coming around. You know, I was very clear about that. So, eventually she did come to Nairobi and we were able to actually meet face to face. Often I was working with KBC and we weren't really doing much. So I was able to go out and, you know, we meet in coffee houses.
Yeah.
But in May.
On weekends, because I worked in Mombasa.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So I'd come, stay with a friend, and then we'd spend the weekend together, then catch the train. Those days, the train was the other, you know, the long night. So I
would travel overnight.
Yes, on Friday night by train, then leave after church on Sunday afternoon by bus to arrive in Mombasa at 8 o'clock, so that Monday I'm at work.
You are at work.
Yes, that's how we dated. It was sort of a long distance.
Yeah. But here you are, almost 30 years later. Now, let's fast forward to find. So you would meet every weekend maybe, right? And then, and at this point you had made it official that I want you to be my girlfriend, right? So at what point then did you realize, you know what, I just want to keep this woman. I want her to be my wife. And what was that process like for you? And I'd ask the same to Melody.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, May, I took her home to see my parents.
Yeah.
She was really small, so I remember my mom asking me, where is my, you know, have you brought home a schoolgirl? And I was like, Mom, really? She's just 1 year younger than me.
Yeah.
But she looked tiny, and that's part of what I actually liked. So June 1st, I proposed. So this is the woman I wanted to keep. You know, this is, for me, she was the keeper. And so I thought, this is what I need to do. Make it official, make it legit. So I proposed. I went down to my knee, I think. I proposed. And then she immediately asked me, so when are we going to get married?
While you're proposing? Or after?
No, after.
Oh, after.
I wanted to understand the time frame. You know, you are trying to pick his brain.
I like how calculative you are.
You know, you're planning and you want to understand what is he thinking. So I asked him, so when are you thinking about us getting married? Yes. And then
so I was like 3 years, and that's what I borrowed from these days. I was like, maybe 3 years, and I was thinking, Winnie, in 3 years I'll be ready. You know, I'll have my house ready, I'll have my Kadina car, I'll have all these things organized. Then she'll come into a home that is set up.
Ready.
And I could see there's a little disappointment that is coming around her, and I couldn't tell why. So then, at that point, in comes a pastor in training, who was living right opposite us.
He proposed, I went to his house. He had a housemate he used to live in, but he wasn't in. So he made me lunch, and then he proposed. Yeah.
How romantic.
So it was at his place where he was staying.
Yeah.
Yes. So that pastor
so
came
in comes this pastor, and it is the love is in the air.
Yes.
And then so I told him, hey, I just proposed.
Yeah.
So he asked me the same question. So how long are you going to? When are you going to get married?
Yeah.
I told him 3 years. Is what I'm thinking. So this guy looked at me with some disappointment, and he was like, "Dude, do you have a bed?
Yes.
Do you have a house?
Yes. What else are you waiting for?
All these things you are thinking about putting together,
have
you will do them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I consolidated this thing,
Yeah.
and make it official.
So then, after how long did you guys get married? Was it 3 years, or after the pastor was like, you have everything?
Over the Easter period of 91.
That must be
March, April.
Yeah.
And then he proposed June.
Yeah.
And we wanted to get married June of 92. But I have 2 sisters, and we all got married within almost 1 year. So my mom was like, breaks, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got married September of 92.
92.
So that's like what, a year?
A year, yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was quite fast in that way because we were sure
that this is what
this
is what you wanted.
We were sure.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. And I want to chime in into Layla and Bavaka's story.
Yes.
Because now, so they have been dating for 3 years now, right?
Yeah.
But they are living together now. And I know a lot of people would be like, like Ataja proposed, you're already living together. Yeah. And it's because of what you two are doing. Yeah. That is your business. Yeah, yeah. That is one of the reasons why you had to move in together, because again, for convenience purposes. Have you had a lot of criticism where people are like, how sure are you that, how sure are you that you will keep her or she will be with you,
Okay. So far, I've not even had any discouragement that you won't make it, or it's very okay. People tell me,
you're still fishing like me. I'm just
people tell me every time it's hard. I understood it's hard, very hard actually.
It is, yeah.
But for me, I think knowing Layla better than anyone taught me a lot. Actually, being close to her makes me understand life better than when I'm alone. You see?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is such a beautiful thing to say.
Thank you.
Layla,
Yeah.
what are you thinking right now? Like just listening to him say that.
Right. Butterflies. I know.
Such a beautiful thing to say. Yeah. But did you feel, were you like somewhat like terrified, like this is moving too fast? Why is he, inviting me to move in with him and all those things? And have you had experiences where people tell you, but you're too young. Are you sure you want to move in with this guy?
No.
Right?
Funny enough, I have never had those doubts that even when he asked me to move in and all that, I was like, okay, I'm ready. Okay.
Yeah, you're like, before he finishes, I come over.
Okay, not in a bad way, but I love the fact that as Victor, right? As Victor has said here, I fell in love with the fact that he had vision. When I met him, I must say that he was, he was not in a stable place, but this guy had the vision, he had a plan, and I can say up to now we are living that plan.
Yes.
He had that vision. He was telling me like every day, babe, don't worry, things always do. Things open up, you see. That, he always gave me that hope. He always showed me that I'll work hard, I'll always get these, things will work out, you see. So anytime, the time that he came to tell me that we should move in, I was ready because I knew he was focused, he was, he had it all, the vision, the everything,
I like that. Okay, Peter and Melody, very quickly, because I want to bring in Victor, because this is like a two different dynamics, different generations, and how things are now. It's very, very different. What do you have to say, like listening to their love story and where they are at now?
Well, the one thing I agree with them is that we were sure. Me and this young dude here were sure. This is what we are in the presence of the woman that is a keeper for us. For us, to be truthful, really, is we needed to, it was important for us to wait you know, and enter into marriage before we engage in intimate relations. It was important for us. That was a value worth keeping.
Okay.
So because of that, it was not easy. I would venture to say that on national television. It wasn't easy to wait, but we managed to pull through by God's grace.
Yes.
And so that is what I would say. I know it is tempting, and people want to be together because that love is there. So what I would advise, and I would told that to my sons, once you see somebody that you want to is a keeper, then once you propose, then don't take too long to go to the altar. Yeah, because then you have a human being desires and all of that. So,
absolutely. I love that, because again, looking at your dynamics, Christians met on a, you know, like a Christian forum, there's a lot of stigma, and especially towards young people who decide to either move in together or maybe engage sexually, you know, because like cast out of the church, where you know, don't come here. But I like the fact that you are admitting, listen, at the end of the day, we're human beings. We have desires and all those things. So it is up to an individual to make that effort to just make things right with the person that they want to be with. Okay, Melody, very quickly.
Yes.
Looking at Layla, right? And their relationship and their dynamics.
Yes.
What would you have to say? Because it's like a different thing, but almost the same.
Almost,
you
yes,
guys.
yes. In fact, one of the similarities, it's so uncanny that she also, one of the things he told me is what you told her. The vision, again, it's coming in again. He was telling me, Melody, in fact, these were his words, I am not yet there, I don't have much, but I will, I'm going to work hard. This is not where I will stay. So you saw a similar thing to what I saw. It boils down to the same thing that you said. It's not about money all the time. So sometimes people think it's about the money. It's not. You found somebody who you feel, for women, it's a need to be secure. Okay? And you felt that this man will protect me. He'll atanishikilia, isn't it? So that's, I think, the feeling that you come into the relationship. So I think you and I are similar in that way. You saw this man is willing. He's not where he needs to be, but he's willing, and he continually encourages me, and he's telling me we're a unit. You know, that kind of thing. So yeah, just support him, love on him, and just be intentional about the relationship and growing it into the place you want it to be. Yes.
All right. Bavaka umembo, kuna hii tunaambiwa hapa. I really hope you're getting it. We have just said.
He seems like a very solid young man.
Yeah.
Very few men can tell a woman that. You know, I just loved the way he encouraged you. And he keeps telling you, we're going to get there. Things can change. That's somebody who has faith and hope in the future.
Things will be better. Bavaka, you take too long, Shauria. But Victor, I mean, listening to Layla and Bavaka's story, and of course, linking that to what is happening now, where a lot of people would say, but they're moving too fast. They're moving in, they're already moving in together. He has not proposed. So it's like, you know that analogy of why get a cow when you can get the milk for free? Something like that. What do you have to say? Because I think it's one of the things that we're noticing now, where it's, I meet you today, tomorrow we've moved in together, the next day we have a child, and then end of story. Like, things are very fast-paced now amongst so many millennials and Generation Zers. But before you comment on the same, we have a couple that we need to surprise this morning. So, Obedi, good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you feeling this day?
I'm feeling good.
Have you made plans to treat someone?
Sorry?
Have you made plans to treat someone today? Just another day.
Yeah, it's a long distance, but I passed some few messages of love.
Oh, okay. Where are they?
They are up country in Eldoret.
Ah, okay. And you're in Nairobi.
I work here in Nairobi.
Okay, all right. So, Obedi, we just, much as you're preparing to make your special someone's days better, that special someone, has a very special message for you. So, Joanna.
Okay, yeah.
Stay on the line, Obedi.
Yes, I'm on the line.
All right. Okay, Joanna, go ahead.
Good morning, love.
Morning to you, love.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay. I hope your day is great. I just want to celebrate our love today on this beautiful Valentine's Day. I just want to tell you that you fill my heart with a lot of happiness. And I just wish you could be here with me, but I know that this is through and the distance we have, we're going to endure it together. I know and I trust that you're going to finish this journey strong and come out victorious. I love you so much.
Oh.
Thank you so much. I love you.
And happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's to you. What a surprise.
Thank you.
Oh, Betty, are you crying? Because I'm crying. You are?
Yeah.
What message do you have then for Joanna?
I just want to tell her that I love her so much. We worked this journey, and I'm confident that we shall come out strong.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you very much, Joanna. And of course, Obed, we wish you nothing but the very best this day. And I hope that you feel more love and joy even as you celebrate Valentine's Day. So from us right here at Your World, we wish you happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, Joanna, for calling us today. Enjoy your day, guys. I know you're separate, but well, we feel the love on your behalf, even as you are far away from each other. So enjoy your day and, you know, God bless. Okay, all right. Hey, Victor, love is in the air. Maybe you need to also make a special message to your special someone because she's far. But aside from that, again, just looking at the different dynamics and how things have changed right now, and especially amongst, you know, the millennials and Generation Zers as well. Yeah.
There's something interesting that you see over time. I like how they have classified, you know, that was an important value yeah. Then of course the question that I would have asked him if I pulled him aside, I would ask him, what are you waiting for? You know,
right?
Yeah, because you know, making a marriage to make this official is not really a complex thing. You only need 2 witnesses.
Yes.
That's all you need.
Yeah,
just need 2 witnesses, and that is it, you know, and that's it. You know, people make it look like you need to have a big ceremony. That's for people to come and eat, you know, and to go. I think you'll bear me, you know. I think one thing that you remember from your wedding day is what I also take from mine. Is at the moment I put on my ring and my wife had her ring and we said I do. I wondered, why did I have all those people there?
Because it was just about you.
I think you did, yeah. You actually wondered why did I have these people here. You want to take your wife home. You wonder, we still have a photo shoot, we have to come and dance and do all. Why did we have all these meetings? You know, it becomes a headache suddenly, you know. And so at the end of the day, it was to advise them, you know what, at the end of the day, just need 2 witnesses and that's it. You know, because I don't think, because you can find what is holding you between now and maybe making it official is you're trying to get your life to a place of perfection. You're trying to get everything perfect, but it never really gets there. You know, it never really gets there. Every day we are still working on it. So I think that it's better just to bring it home. But on paper 2 now, the man's on paper 2. Paper 2 is this, is that also if you find someone good, someone you want to be with, I think you work towards being with them. I don't think there's anything like being too fast or you're being in a hurry. I don't think so.
Because we hear that a lot.
There's not, because I mean, this person you have seen, someone else has seen. And the times when you're dating the camera, you are shopping in Gikomba, you know, and you are looking, and you get this nice shirt. Do you say, let me wait, let me just leave it there? You hold it fast, you hold it. You know, then now you start thinking from there. Now, okay, now, you know. So also appears to bar at there is nothing as being too fast or too slow. Statistically, from what I've seen, I see an average of about 30 to 40 couples per week. And another thing what I've come to see is that there is those who have gone too fast doesn't guarantee failure. Those who've taken too long, in fact,
doesn't guarantee success.
Doesn't guarantee success. Because I've seen people who have played for 10 years. got married on the 11th, divorced on the 12th.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can we just take that and just take that in and
Yes.
let people, you know, like, think about it for a moment. And then when we come back, of course, you'll continue with the same. And this is the pressure that so many people feel about, especially people watching, for instance, Layla and Bavaka, and thinking, yeah, by the way, so they've moved in together and they're still young. Ata mimi, tomorrow I meet someone to mesha move in, and then end of story. Because Victor said, there's nothing like being too fast or too slow, okay? So where do you draw the line? That is what we'll be talking about after the short break. So keep calling us with your messages of love to your loved one, and we'll see you right after. Who have been married for today, not today, I keep saying today, it's like I want your anniversary to be today. This year, it will be 30 years of marriage, and looking at them, you can clearly tell that the love is still there. Because a lot of people find it difficult, be like, 30 years, na bado mnapendana. Like how? Okay, they're here to share their story with us and their experience as well. And we also have Layla and Bavaka, who are currently dating, and you know them if you are like very active on social media. You know them on TikTok, on YouTube. I stalk them a lot, and they're just amazing. And of course, we also have Victor Salamba, who is a marriage counselor. The missus is not here with us today, but they are an amazing couple. I've met them before, and they're just amazing. Okay, so Victor, first of all, do we go with feedback or do we continue with the discussion? Director, please. Okay. All right, so as we sample your feedback, Victor, of course, we were talking about like the different dynamics and, you know, that people need to understand. And right now, my question is, do you feel that a lot of young people feel that pressure? Because, for instance, they're watching Layla and Bavaka and thinking, si mmesema hakuna anything like moving too fast or too slow. Bas, I need someone on the streets today, tomorrow we move in together, and let's build our relationship from there. What would you say about the pressure, and especially right now with the hookup culture, where wine night stand is like a common thing? You tell someone, let's wait, they look at you, be like, where? There must be something wrong with you, right?
I always go back to, what do you really want?
Okay.
Yeah, what am I looking for, you know? I always say, if I'm going to buy a parcel of land, I'll ask questions. I'll ask, was someone buried there? You know, is it a witch who lived? There are questions that you ask before you buy it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and this not even it doesn't involve your life. It doesn't involve your own body. You know, and I think that the most important thing is to first of all find out that where do I fit in? You know this. You want me to move in with you, fine, but where do I fit? You know this.
Yeah.
The mistake we're making now is we are hooking up based on where we are, not on where we are going to.
Okay.
And marriage is based on where am I going.
Yeah.
And if I look at the journey I'm going, do you fit in? Then I ask myself also, am I fitting into yours, you know?
Journey,
And the problem now we have people who are not fitting. So you're marrying someone for now, you're on a journey, you're running elsewhere, this person is for today, then they're for today, they want things now, you know?
Yeah.
And every time we're always having that loop of, okay, fine, we've gotten it, you know? Also, I say this also, what brought you together? And I always feel for those couples who got married because someone was pregnant. Yeah, because the reason that brought you together is the reason that keeps you together. And when that reason goes, automatically that marriage will not stand. So now, right now, yes, we can argue and say, I say there's no speed. My fear actually is normally dating fatigue pouring into marriage.
Yes.
Dating fatigue is that you go through so much when you're dating. You go through so much, you fight, you break up, you do what, you do everything. By the time you're saying, I do, you have burnout.
Okay.
So the first few years you're supposed to have this honeymoon period to build the base, to build the marriage culture, to build all those things. You're tired.
Yeah, you're tired.
You have now retired, and people are now starting that. They're not starting. So I think to the generation now is, what do you really want? You know, what are you looking for, and is this something that you want to do for a long time?
Yeah.
If you can't answer 10, 15-year-old questions at that point, I think bigger breaks.
Yeah.
Go buy a cat.
Okay, but then, because I think one of the things that comes out very, very clearly from this discussion is the intention.
Yeah.
What do you want from this relationship, right? Is it long term? Is it like, let's hook up, have a good time, and everybody goes their way? But then again, some might be like that aspect of, but see, people change. We might not have met in like the best of spaces. Maybe one was in a good space, maybe I wasn't. But then again, I'm just like, you know what, maybe this person will change for the better, and maybe they will see that I want this for the long term, right? Is that a mistake, or sometimes it's good to take chances?
That is putting your life in the casino. And it's not putting your life in the, you know.
Yeah.
Because there are some parameters, and people must understand that you don't have the antidote to bad behavior.
True.
Yes, I should not assume that as a man I have the antidote to bad behavior, or as a woman you're the antidote. Wewe ndio dawa.
Yeah.
This guy is so dysfunctional, but akinipata mimi, falling in love with me is the cure for his madness. There's nothing like that. You know?
Okay.
You have to consider one thing,
Yeah.
which I tell people every time, is that, like, for them now, maybe there's something that he sees in her and is, and it's a bit, maybe, I always ask them, ask yourself this: if they never change, and they only get worse, will you still live with them? And if you don't reconcile about that, they might never change. Then, if you're thinking, no, I know they'll change. No, they might never change.
They might never change,
yeah.
true.
So if I can't live with the fact that, because in marriage we don't take people who are perfect. We take people who we can live with the imperfections. So if I can't live with the imperfection throughout life, then I'd rather walk away. No, equally stars up. In 3 years, I'll just go mad. This one I can survive. So that's the question. That's the illusion that should leave us. You know, I know he'll change.
He'll change. Yeah. Mimi ndo kiboko yake.
Wewe
si dawa. Wewe si dawa. Okay, so Layla and Bavaka, what is one thing. What is that thing that maybe you've learned about each other now that you've moved in together that you did not know while you were separate? Does that make sense? Because they usually say, ukiishi na mtu ndo utamjua vizuri kabisa, right? Have you experienced that? Zile za, since we moved in together, there are some things that I see that I did not see while you were separate.
Okay, for me,
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know if this is the right way to answer, but when I met him, because we were not living together, I didn't imagine he would be that. Yani, he's literally so clean. Yeah. I don't know if this is the right way to answer, but I didn't expect it at all, by the way. You know, meeting a guy and you're at your young ages, you're like, you see those illusions you have.
Yes.
But when we started, like, where he's so clean.
Yeah.
Like, he's too much into cleanness.
Yeah. Okay.
And I love that about him, actually.
Okay. All right. Bavaka, what is that one thing that you were surprised to find out about Layla?
Okay, so one thing that inanishtuanga sana kukaa na yeye actually is that, you see, I didn't know that Layla could cook that better than anyone. As in, unaona nikikula chakula yake nikikaa pale and I'm like, babe, are you the one umeitisha mtu? And you're like, niko so shocked mpaka nakuwa okay, so kumbe nilichagua.
But what about the negatives?
The negative, okay, the negative.
There's that one thing that annoys you. No?
Okay, actually, maybe tuseme kulala sana. Kulala. Yeah.
Anaamka saa ngapi?
Like, okay, tunaweza amka vizuri, but then unakuta on the process ana lose track, umepata baby amechoka amelala. Uko like, babe, si saizi unafaa kulala.
Okay, Layla, for you.
For him, yes. He's too far. You nipeleka mbio. Like, I'm supposed to be, okay, the makeup and all, and he's like, wait, see time, wachana nayo.
We need to get things moving.
He's always keeping me on toes, and sometimes I'm like pissed off. You're too fast. Slow down. He's like, no. You have to do it. If you haven't finished, just leave it. That's it. You just
Hey, okay, that must have taught you a lot. When you make up, you wake up like 2 hours earlier.
Yeah, inabidi, because that's the truth. Ukicheza natoka.
And see, the reason why I'm asking that is because people have this illusion about living together and it's all bliss and it's just love and we're perfect together until you live with this person and you realize, hiya, by the way, like you know, what I imagined is not it. And for, again, Peter and Melody, 30 years this year. What has that journey been? Because I'm just like, wow. You know? How has that journey been for you? Living together, raising a family together, and just being individuals, but at the same time, being a unit.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
I can. Then you can.
The journey has been full of really good times, some difficult times. We have had highs, we have had some lows. I can say the lows are not as many
as the highs.
We've had a good time. Our marriage is normally we say to friends, I think the state of our union is strong. And it gets stronger. It's like fine wine, like it ages and it becomes better with time. So initially, the first 2 years or so, we had some rocky moments. We were trying to understand one another.
Very rocky.
Yes.
Very rocky.
And the support of friends and one particular man of God, helped us to come back to our lanes. And from that point onwards, it's been really healthy. It has been a healthy relationship. I would not choose any other woman.
We can see it. It's like you just met, like right now, like it's really it blossoms, right? And I'm the only one who sees this thing, right? So we can see it. And for you, Melody?
Yeah, many ups and downs, like he said, and I think some very, very, very tough times, including job losses. I think those are the things that really make you realize your foundation is strong. Because like I said, it was never about the money for us. It was about what we felt for one another and the values we found in one another, that we felt this is something we really want to guard and to grow and to intentionally water. You invest in what is important to you. And for us, that our being together is important to us. So we've made that a point. Many adventures, things I would never have done. I think one of the things I like about him is he's very brave. I'm not as brave as he is. He thinks I am in some things, but I think Peter's very brave. If Peter makes up his mind and he thinks you can do something, help me, I just ride on his back. We're going like 20. I prepare the fire, but he's carrying. So I love that about him. And he's, and he's very loving. He's very touchy-touchy. I'm not a touchy-touchy person. He loves to hold my hand. He loves to kiss me. If you see us sitting in the living room, just the two of us. Okay, we have a long, can I just say that? We have a long sofa he likes to sleep on when he's watching telly. I sleep on a shorter sofa because it's just the two of us. But every time he's going to get coffee or water, he'll pass by the sofa, kiss me, disturb me, irritate me. So yes, it's been, I know he really, really, truly loves me. I've seen it. He demonstrates it. He tells me every day.
He is a doing person, like
Victor solid, yes.
It's a verb.
Yes.
It's an action. It's an action. Yes. He has his weaknesses, like we all do. But I think I can live. I have lived with those weaknesses. Yes. It's been a good journey. It's been a good journey.
I mean, like you said, the first 2 years it was heavy for both of you, right?
Very.
What is that thing that you would say brought about the conflict? Was it more of the expectations?
We were not friends. We were in love, but we were not friends. It's very good to be friends. Just friends. As in, you chat, you do things. We loved one another. The love, the feelings, the emotions were there. The values were there, but we were not friends. Yet, yes. So we realized there were things we needed to work on. And then, like you say, expectations. Certain expectations he had of me because maybe of his upbringing and my own upbringing, not understanding what I mean when I do so. For example, let me give an example. I love window shopping. Even if I have no money, I just love looking at things. I love going to things. And he would feel pressure if we're in a supermarket and I'm commenting. You can say, oh, those are nice shoes. I love shoes. Oh, those are such. So he feels now pressure
to buy them
buy them for me. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm simply admiring them. So he would feel she's really putting pressure on me to do this or to, that kind of thing. So I realized we need to talk about it. I would tell him. I realized he's assuming that I want him to buy those things for me. And I tell him, no, sweet, I'm just admiring them. Now you know my taste. That's it. So talking about becoming friends and trying to understand where he's coming from with those emotions that come out and then a fight brews up. It's just a lot of communication breakdown. So we really had to learn to address that.
Okay.
We learn to communicate better.
To communicate better.
Yes.
You know, we learn to see hills, not mountains.
Yes.
You know, a storm in a teacup, not a real issue.
Yes.
And so that helped us.
Yeah. And I'd want Victor to comment on, you know, communication and friendship, because a lot of people say, but see, I love you, so you love me back, but end of story, you know. But communication and friendship and how this is important as a foundation towards a successful marriage, right? But before that, Layla and Bavaka, you are dating, and you're dating, I would say, in front of everyone, you know? Like, your relationship is on social media. I'd want to understand how that is like, because now everybody's looking at you and judging your relationship and having we are very invested in this relationship, right? How is this for you? For the both of you?
Okay, so it has never been easy. Like just what they've said, it has never been easy, because there's always reality and expectations, you see. So for me, like, it has been a tough journey, but the good thing is that I'm a straightforward person, and I like doing things on my own, you see. So like, even if the pressure is too high, I still go on my own pace, understanding that I know people maybe want me to be on a bigger mansion, but I feel like I'm here and I'm comfortable with it until I get there.
Exactly. Exactly. I like that. Some of us are like, hey, so when are you guys getting engaged? Because we want to see that video. When are you guys getting married? We want to see that video. When are you guys getting babies? We want to see that video. Okay.
Actually, that's the one pressure that we're getting. Like every time, Lila, tunataka mtoto. Every time.
I saw she did like.
It was a prank though.
You guys. Okay. All right. But Layla, for you, how has it been? Like dating social media, everybody has invested, you know, in your relationship. And does that give you a lot of pressure to sometimes pressure him to be like, dude, you know?
Okay. I have never pressured him to be what he isn't. That's first. There's a lot of pressure. There are people expecting a lot of things from you guys, but he has taught me to go at our own pace. You see, one person who I can say I give up easily, but being with him has taught me, like, I might get a negative comment maybe in our videos, maybe something negative out there, but he always tells me, no, don't. These are people who don't know us. They don't know where we've come from, so they'll just talk anything they want, but we know ourselves, so we have to go according to our own pace. It has been really tough getting those comments, getting anything out there. You know, someone doesn't know where you've come from, so anyone can wake up and just say, Layla, you're stupid.
And realize they don't like you
anymore. Don't like you, but he's always been teaching me to keep up with those things, all of them.
I like that.
And let me tell you one thing. When you see something that is being hated, or just know that you're growing. So something that is being hated, that's the truth. It always makes better decision, better.
Okay. Y'all are just too perfect. Like, you're just too perfect. Okay, so Victor, we have like literally very few minutes to end the show. And I want you to touch on very many but few things. And that is communication, aspect of friendship, and also understanding one person's or your partner's love language, right? First of all, what is love language and why is it so important?
Yeah, I think whenever I have a young couple coming to see me, we're planning to get married on that journey, the first thing I do for them is I give them a piece of paper, tell them, write your language of love and write your partner's language of love.
Okay.
More often than not, none of them even knows. You know, and now this is where the problem comes in, because you might be working so hard, pushing towards the wrong direction. You know, you might be buying someone gifts and they don't want gifts, they want something else. So it's always important to know, first of all, your language of love and the other person's also. That this helps you through the marriage to know how to express it in a language that they can understand.
That they can understand, yes.
Yeah. But and also build on the point of friendship, because one mistake people make in marriage is they undermine the importance of friendship.
Yes.
And people get married and think that because we got married, then it's automatic.
Yeah.
You know, it's supposed to work, you know. And friendship actually sustains there is no marriage that doesn't survive without being friends. Even when you have any form of conflict. As he said, you know, seeing hills, seeing, you know, storms in the teacup, all those things. It's because the first question you ask yourself, did I marry my enemy? No, I married my friend. So if she said something, was she being wicked? No, I didn't marry a wicked person. You know, so we are friends, and this thing just came out badly. You know, is it that they forgot because they hate me? No, they forgot because they are human. You know, so it's easy for me to bring it down and say, but and if I approach any conflict with my wife from the angle that we are friends first, it never becomes what it should not be. But I always ask, did you marry your enemy? So don't abandon friendship. Don't say, I've given birth to 3 children and I have a right. No. Friendship is very key. From friendship now is when I learn now how to communicate to my friend. How do I speak to my friend? Then I know that there's a language that women understand and there's a language that men get. And there is no way where men and women understand things the same way. So the language lines now change because this is my friend, but she's a lady, and I know that speaking to my wife, the tone I use, the language I use must express security. Kama haina security, she will overreact or get it wrong. My wife knows if I speak to him, my tone, my language must have respect. Kama haina respect, atashikana short.
Absolutely.
But we can never undermine being friends. Let's build on friendship. Don't abandon friendship and say, now I'm a father of children or I'm a husband. During the break, and we said that in marriage, all the transitions, you have to manage them. One is children.
And they come and they go.
Children come, eat your money and they go. Eat your money and go.
Come eat your money and go.
Come eat your money and they go.
And then they go.
But you see now, where they are now, that's what they're eating now. They're eating the friends because the kids have now left. And now they're paying the price of we were close, we were talking, we were laughing, and now they can enjoy their second honeymoon. Which is the most important honeymoon in marriage.
I love that. I love that. Why time is flying, I don't understand. But so Peter and Melody, I'd want you to speak to Layla and Bavaka because they're very young, you know, and they are in a very solid relationship that of course would want to see, you know, lead to marriage, and again 30 years later still be together, right? What would you speak to them? And even like so many other young people who are watching you today and being like, wow, almost 30 years. I want that kind of relationship. I want that kind of marriage. What would you say to them?
I think I would celebrate you. I mean, you are brave. You are something like me. You have found a good thing. That's what the scripture says. And she is willing. You know, to walk with you this journey. It's a journey that we walk alongside one another. I think what I would say is, it's very important for me that people formalize something when they have a good thing in their hands, because that gives you another kind of space, you know, where you have liberty, you have a legit scenario. I would say that. I've said that to my sons. So I think I celebrate the fact that you are able to talk about what is going on in your lives so well, so clearly. You know, but it is not about others. It's really about you. You know, being in social media and all that can drive you towards certain expectations that are about others. What is it about you? What is it that you are nurturing? Let me just leave this with you. What are your desired outcomes here? Because that will determine how you move forward. You know, is it a relationship that is thriving? Is it before God and before men? Is it a relationship that is kawaida? Kawaida, average sex, to use the words of my son. You know? Or is it a toxic scenario? I think I would say it's a beautiful thing. Manage it, and manage it in a way that it's about you.
I love that.
And for Jesus' sake as well.
I love that. Melody, in like 20 seconds?
Yes. Be intentional. Yes, be intentional. Invest in one another. Not so much out there, but in the two of you. That's what has sustained us. Invest time, invest effort, invest whatever in one another. That's what I would say. Be intentional in that. Carve out time for just the two of you. Lock out the world and make sure it's a consistent, intentional walk.
Actually today we were supposed to open a Ritz. It's a spa. It's a. You can speak more on that.
Okay, in like 10 seconds.
Okay. I think he wanted to say that today we are planning on opening. We have invested in something. It's a spa salon barber shop based in Gara near Makini Hubs. You can come anytime.
Yes, I will come.
Yeah, we have invested in that, and we are planning to do a vlog on opening it today.
Oh, that is so
we are
beautiful.
celebrating that for Valentine's.
Congratulations. Congratulations. And also remember to invest in each other.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Sure will.
All right. All right. Let's take a look at what you had to say as far as the question of the day, and that is, what has love been in the 21st century? We've had a number of you have like a lot of feedback, so let's get to hear what you had to say. And Rico Eric says, love meets hope in a world filled with selfishness, greed and holiness, deceitful people. True love has godliness under its foundation. Love that. And then someone else says, this is Celestine Ogalo, says, love means knowing who you are, accepting the fact, loving who you are, and extending to others in biblical perspective. It is kind, it is not full of envy, perseveres, conceal the wrong of others. It is not proud, it is selfless. I love that. All right. And then someone else says, this is Richard Bosire, who says, in 21st century, love is a weakness. Okay. And then someone else says, this is Beatrice Malika, who says, lavish lifestyle gifts. Sherehe, that's as a man, you must have something to give a lady before love. But Victor talked about this. Okay, so Victor, in like 10 seconds, all right, just to summarize love, and basing on what people are saying, money, love, what would you say in like 10 seconds?
I go back to what I said. Love is a verb, it's a conscious, deliberate choice that you make every single day. There is no time when you're related with someone that every day they're the most lovable people.
Okay.
You know, and so it's a deliberate choice every single day to love even someone when they're unlovable, to do what they want to be done to them.
I love that.
Yes.
Okay. And of course, we love you guys. Thank you very much for coming by today. Really, really appreciate your time. And we have something for you as well to just say Happy Valentine's. That is from your world. That is from us to you. And we hope that you have an amazing day. There we are. That is our producer, Elsie. And she has a little something for you. You know, as far as Valentine's, just say thank you very much. And we hope that you have an amazing, amazing day today. And wish you nothing but the very best. More love, more laughter, and more joy. Okay? All right. So as we're finished, we also want to put you to a task, okay?
Yes.
Because we started like with a very nice dance. Yeah. We want to finish with the same, because we're in the mood of love, right? So do you want to grace our dance floor, our little dance floor? All right. And yeah, as we finish, my name is Winnie Lubamba. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Valentine's from your world to you, and enjoy your day. We'll see you tomorrow for another amazing episode. But for now, goodbye, God bless, and happy Valentine's.